And hello everyone, it's Tino, back for some more speedrunning goodness. I can already tell that this is a little bit too loud. So let's just quickly jump in here and adjust the volume so that you guys don't have any problems hearing me. And yeah, so we're picking up with some more speedrunning fun. I'm going to be continuing on with my Onimusha run. And yeah, let's pick up right where we left off. So, our next destination is the top of the keep. And a little bit of a cutscene going on here, so I can just sort of give you guys a little bit of info about this segment of the run. I'm going to hit an area that are kind of called, I think they're called like the trials or something like that, the puzzles. Whatever it is, it's basically just like a puzzle area of the game. And there's not going to be a lot of combat, but there's several ways that I can just die from, you know, doing the puzzles incorrectly. So we're going to get there at this point. You'll also see me controlling Kaede for the first time in those segments, which will be, you know, a change of pace, a little bit of a switcherooski, and hopefully you'll enjoy. But yeah, this is still your typical speedrunning, just get through this as fast as possible, so I won't be fighting pretty much any enemies except for bosses. And I will only be drawing souls in from the bosses at first, just to see if that's what I can do. It's a little bit tricky sometimes to, like, correctly decide what souls to go for and what not to. So we'll see. I think that I'm probably going to have to do some soul absorbing from the little statues that you'll find all over the place. I am emulating this game, so unfortunately there's some fairly brutal screen lag and slowdown because I have to run it in software mode. Fraps is finicky when used with PC SX2. Now that being said, PCSX2 is a fantastic emulating program, and it can play pretty much any game, really. The catch is that a lot of them have like weird glitches and stuff. But what you can do is if you're playing just casually and you're not worried about you know, like frame lag and stuff like that, or if you're not recording it more specifically, you can run it in hardware mode, and most of the games run very smoothly with, honestly, a lot of them now are running faster than they would on a PS2. A lot of people don't remember because you're not really playing your PS2 anymore, but the PS2 very frequently would have some serious slowdown going on in the games. So that's something that we'll have to keep in mind as we're going. I apologize for the crazy squeaking noises that you're going to hear in the background. There's a very outrageous squirrel that is burrowing into one of my walls, and he makes squeaky noises. Anyways, I'm finally back in control of my character, so we're going to go right in here. Skadoop-doop-da-zoop-da-zoop. And I have to kill a couple of these guys in here, just because otherwise they'll kill me. Oh, God. What a terrible pattern. Okay, so I got stuck a little bit there, which was unfortunate, but it's not the biggest deal. I can basically skip, like, everything in these sort of earlier rooms. I should save that guy, but I don't really care at all. The guys down there just drop, like, herbs and stuff like that, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but for the sake of speedrunning, I mean, I'm not really going to be taking a lot of damage, so there's no reason for me to bother. Okay, and good stuff. Alright, so I have to enhance my fire orb right here, otherwise I won't be able to progress. All the leftover stuff is going to go into the lightning orb, because that's going to be the next orb I have to have at level 2 in order to progress. So now that we've done that, I'm also going to save really quickly, just because I'm going to play it a little bit safe while I'm learning to speedrun this game. But yeah, so as you guys can see, there's going to be very key times to upgrade your weapons and stuff like that. One of those times is obviously when you need to open a door to progress. Another thing to keep in mind with that is it's probably going to be a factor for optimization, like deciding where and when to actually upgrade your weapons and stuff like that. That's actually going to be fairly important for the sake of speedrunning. I have actually seen, I think on YouTube, there's like 1 or 2 other American guys that run, or I don't know if they're American, but 1 or 2 other people from either European or North American, South American countries, because the comments are in English, so I'm assuming that they can speak English, or they have someone who can translate. But yeah, there's a couple of guys who also run this game. I'm trying, I think I said in the first, segment, I'm trying not to look at anyone else's speedruns, just for the sake of doing what I feel is more comfortable. Trying to find, my own sort of stride in this game. But yeah, here we are. Come on, hit it. So this is fairly interesting. Oh, I've actually done it wrong. Oh, I'm not paying attention. Whoops-a-daisy. So anyways, I was supposed to do the other one first, which was a poor decision on my part. But, hey. So the 180 turns are, like, really important. I think that she needs to do this one. No. She needs to do the third one. Almost 100% positive. Yes, I was absolutely correct, thank God. I don't know if I need the Holy Armor. That might be a skippable item, but for the sake of not having to deal with Soul Stealers, I will be picking it up and using it. Just because I'm convinced that it's the slower way to do things. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that you could open the doorway as go through the door as Kaede. That's kind of cool. That's a little bit of a speedrunny type technique that would be helpful. Okay, so in this, basically what you have to do is put Samanosuke on the farthest X, then put Kaede on the farthest X that she can access. Looks like this is going to be a multi-step solution, unfortunately. Alright, so this time I think I need to put her on this one. Yeah. Otherwise Samanosuke would have died. This is actually one of the longest solutions that I've seen. Hopefully Sam won't die. Okay, good. Alright, now I can swoop up to the corner, and that'll disable it. I believe you have to disable that trap in order to make it through. Oh, in the previous room with the candles, all I had to do was a flame attack, and it lights all the candles, and you just, as soon as you walk in the door, you want to do it. I actually spazzed out for a second there because I wasn't thinking, but that happens every once in a while. This puzzle, the first time I did it, seemed difficult, but as long as you know the first steps to take, this can be solved very quickly. I'm a little rusty at it, so I probably won't be getting fast this time, but I do remember the steps needed to finish this properly. At least I think I do. We shall see! Alright. Nope, nope. What are you doing? Oh, I got like... I had like a little bit of frame lag there. That was not cool at all. Okay, so the first thing you do is move those guys down, and you want to bring the crest to the middle. Then all these like 2 square wide things need to go all the way to the side there. Then these 2 go up so that you can put the crest in the right position. Let's see here. No. Then this guy needs to go up. Actually, those did need to go up, so I wasn't doing totally the wrong thing. This comes down. This guy moves over. Come on. Oh, get this thing up, and shazam! You've solved it. That was actually kind of slow, and I also, for whatever reason, like, when I first got control of Kaede, I got some emulation lag, which was really frustrating. So I totally just walked right past the thing I needed to activate to get the puzzle started. But honestly, Samanosuke is not really in any risk there. I mean, if he dies, it is a game over, so that's unfortunate. But it's, outside of like you really failing and not getting how the puzzle works, you really have a lot of time to do it. You have like at least, I don't know, 3 minutes or so to mess around with that. And all the previous puzzles are short and straightforward, so I didn't personally find that last one to be too difficult, but it feels like there's a lot of pressure because it's like, oh gosh, if I don't save him, he'll die. Alright. Now we're going to swoop upstairs here. And actually right now I'm going to quickly put on the holy armor. Because the holy armor is very good. So this next area is very straightforward. The first thing I want to do is remember the way I need to run. Go all the way to the bottom of the far ladder, which is this guy. And swoop in here. Activate this thingy. Yes, I will unlatch it. Thank you. Now I can swoop around the table, and on the far end of the table is the crest piece right now. Immediately want to turn around. Yes, perfect. Yep, I do want to go up. Now I want to go back to the ladder that I started at. Come on, Samanosuke, we can do it. And I want to go down here. And in the box against the wall here is the other crest piece. Let's turn around, head back up. Thread the needle. Make it to the ladder. Turn around immediately. Yes, I want to go up. And now I can pop open... Oh no, I activated the... Oh, dang it. So one thing you need to avoid in those situations... Nope, I don't want the herb. I want to use this. One thing to avoid in those situations is you don't want to talk to the doors that... Or you don't want to... Oh, and I did it a second time. You don't want to activate the door until you've put the crest in. Just because there's those little cutscene... there's like... You actually, like, for whatever reason, look at the door thing and he goes, oh, look! There's a thing missing. What do you know? So that's just a time waster, and it's hard to break old habits, I guess. And now, another little cutscene. No, I'm not going to serve the Oda clan. My goodness! He is like some sort of ninja. Perhaps. Or samurai, maybe. Yeah, look at how sweet he looks in that gold armor, huh? Huh? One thing I do find is a little bit weird is he just got new armor, but he still has the mangled like sleeve. The right sleeve is still all wonky, like it's missing a plate of armor, like the first set, and blah de blah de blah, which is really weird. I apologize for the slowdown in these cutscenes. Like I said, I'm emulating. I don't have a capture device for me to play this on like my PS3 and VidCap that way, so until I do, I just kind of have to deal with the Fraps shenanigans. Maybe if more people start watching, I can afford an XSplit license, and I think XSplit will probably work a little bit better with some of the emulation stuff. But we'll see what happens. Anyways, so far this segment has gone pretty well. I need to work on my sort of like my focus. Every once in a while I kind of forget like what the next step is, which is kind of silly. Oh, and right there I thought I was in a different room. I'm actually not. Hey, guess what? I skip you, sucker. Yeah, so those guys are very silly. If you just chop at them, come on. Very frequently they'll jump over you or backflip away, especially if you've got the broadsword equipped. Okay, and there's a segment right here, so let's go ahead and grab these souls real quick. And let's enhance my Shiden just a little bit more. That's actually probably poor optimization to do it right there. But since this is the end of another segment, let us quickly save the game. And yeah, not doing too shabby. Let me just double check here. Yeah, we're looking good. Cool. Very, very cool. So yeah, the next thing we're gonna do is when we go up here and start the next segment, it's gonna be another boss fight. But in an any % run, which is kind of like what I'm doing, All these books on the ground are essentially totally useless because I really am not going to be picking up any health or magic gems, and like stuff like this in the box, like the medicines, like, I mean, they're good. The medicine will basically heal you to full, but I still have another herb, and the herbs do almost a full heal when you don't have any health pickups. So the medicines are kind of optional. I may at some point decide to grab them. I didn't grab it on the way in here because it's you know, kind of out of the way. I have to turn around or whatever. But maybe after I beat the boss, I can grab this one before I go out as kind of like a safety strat. That'll be good for marathon setup. But yeah, that's another quick segment of Onimusha. We're looking pretty good here. I think I'm starting to get the hang of the speedrun. I still really need to work on, like I said, it's my focus. It's just remembering like immediately where I need to go after each action. I usually remember the next thing I need to do, but I typically have to like think for a second and ground myself as to where I actually am in the environment, or on the map rather. But yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of it, and I love this game. So this is a very fun one for me to learn how to speedrun, and hopefully you guys are enjoying. So I will catch you in the next episode, and thanks for watching.